The next area in Photoshop that we're going to take a look at are the blending modes. Now the blending modes allow you to be extremely creative when blending layers with themselves, when blending layers with other layers such as solid color layers, when blending text over a layer, an image layer. There's a lot of different things that you can do. You can be extremely creative. They are very versatile. And they allow you to do all different types of creative things that you usually can't get without being able to blend. So let's take a look at a few. Now in class we'll explore and cycle through a lot of these different adjustments, and you'll see what they really do. But there are really three main ones that we're going to focus on the first part of this semester. Now, what blending modes do is they give you the ability to allow layers to interact color-wise with other layers. What I have here is I just have one image layer, is a raster-based layer, and I have actually duplicated that layer right here. Now you see turning the eye on and off of this doesn't really change anything. Lowering the opacity of this doesn't change anything because both of these are the same pixels. But when I take a layer, even if it's a duplicated layer, and I change its blending mode, I have changed the way that that image looks overall. These colors, these values are interacting with the values that are below this, so I can visually see that. So as I make changes to the blending modes, it changes how the image looks overall. Now the three blending modes that you're going to be exploring most are going to be the multiply blending mode, which will make your image darker overall, the screen blending mode, which will make your image brighter overall, and the overlay blending mode, which plays a little bit on the midtones but also gives your image kind of a saturated look. And how you use these can really change the way that your colors and your layers interact with each other. So let's explore this a little bit. I have three layers here. Each layer is just covering a different section of the overall image. And I've named these layers basically the blending mode that I'm going to apply, just to make it a little easier to see. This one is going to have the screen blending mode, and you'll see immediately that my image has gotten brighter, but it's also flooded with overall this specific color. The overlay, I'll give the overlay blending mode. See how that's a little saturated, but still those blues, this blue is still interacting with the blues that are in this one. And then this last one, I'll apply a multiply, and you'll see not only is it darker, but it also has that bluish hue to it. So each of these are going to interact differently based on the color that they are. So if I were to change this color, change it to yellow, you'll see how it interacts. If I change it to green, if I change it to orange or red, and it interacts differently based on the color, but still the overall same. It's going to make it darker. So as we explore this a little bit more, we'll see some of the creative things that we can do with blending modes, and whether we're blending individual layers on top of each other in terms of raster-based image layers, or if we're blending solid color layers or whatnot. There are a lot of things that you can do with this, and we will explore that in our next video.